Between November 1st and January 15th, there are 29 holidays observed by the world's top 7 religions. I plan to cover all of these and others, along with all the myths and legends that revolve around them. Sadly, I can't do it all at once, and so for this season, we're just going to focus on 3 characters. And that is Santa Claus, St. Nicholas, and last but not least, Krampus.
Krampus? Is that like the angry holiday grandpa? Hey you kids, stay off my holiday decorations!
Not quite. He's much more fearsome than an angry old man. And someone I think you would really like. Hey lore lovers, I have a special tale to tell you today. And you know, it's interesting how things always seem to balance out. Good rises to meet the bad, light and dark. I could go on for hours how this never-ending quest for balance affects all of us. But this isn't a philosophical channel, and I'm pretty sure all of you would much prefer to hear about the Christmas Devil.
I've never heard of the Christmas Devil. Is that who visits the really bad kids who figured out how to do something cool with the coal they got from Santa?
No, not quite. I'm talking about the Krampus. He's a half goat, half demon, and he's the one who punishes naughty children. He is the monster during these festive times. He is the bad to St. Nicholas being the good.
Oh, you mean Santa Claus?
Kind of, but not really. I'll explain that in a different video. To tell you about Krampus, let's jump all the way back to the beginning. Krampus is said to be from pre-Christian times in Eastern and Central Europe, though we don't exactly know when exactly he appeared in human mythos. Most believe he was originally part of some pagan ritual during the winter solstice. Others guessed he was a deity, being the horned god. And some scholars even believe he may have some sort of phallic significance and have some sort of role of initiations into witch covens. A popular rumor that has come up recently is that he is the son of the Norse goddess Hel, and she was the goddess of the underworld. This started in 2012 when Gerald Brahms' book mentioned this. It has picked up in pop culture since then, twisting the monster's origin even more. More recently, he's often depicted as wearing chains. This is likely symbolic of Christianity binding paganism, as it wasn't seen in earlier renditions. Some even believe that this half-goat, half-demon is where Christianity got their idea of what the devil actually looks like. In early Christianity, they tried banning Krampus. Even as late as 1934, in the very conservative government of Austria, they tried banning him for being paganism and of the devil. No matter what religious or political group tried, Krampus always persevered. And often he would come back stronger than he was before.
Wow, he's like the classic horror movie villain. What, are we on Halloween number 32 now or something? I guess the Krampus is the original monster with a sequel.
That's one way of looking at it. And it doesn't look like Krampus will be going away anytime soon either. After World War II, there was a push to hold onto their culture and steer away from the Nazi regime and dogma. Krampus was part of this and has become highly celebrated in Germany and other parts of Europe. Krampus comes from the German word Krampen, which means claw. And the festivities of this ancient monster and possible deity also come from Germany. The oldest of these traditions is Krampusnacht, or Krampus Night. And this takes place on December 5th, where St. Nicholas and Krampus roam the streets, going to every home. Good children get rewarded with gifts from St. Nicholas.
Does Krampus give the bad kids coal then?
Much worse. Krampus beats the naughty children with branches, switches, or whips. Sometimes he even eats the bad children, and other times he drags them down to hell.
That's horrifying! I love it! I'm telling my kids the Krampus will devour them. That would be more frightening than getting a lump of coal. I used to joke that if I got coal for Christmas, I would just throw it at her little brother.
Wow, no wonder he doesn't like you.
He still likes me more than you. Right, Mitchell?
It's not a competition. and I doubt he's even watching this.
Nah, that's just what a loser would say.
I'm surprised the Krampus never ate you. Anyway, this doesn't happen on Christmas, or at least not originally. As said, this is on December 5th, or Krampusnacht. Then, on the morning of December 6th, or St. Nicholas Day, children wake up to either their gifts or to find how badly bruised they are. As cultures meld together, this slowly turned to be happening on Christmas Eve night instead. Especially as St. Nicholas soon became Santa Claus.
Santa!
Some areas of the world do still celebrate Krampusnacht and St. Nicholas Day. Fun fact, just like you leave milk and cookies for Santa, you can leave schnapps for Krampus.
This is some good schnapps. So he's a half goat, half demon monster who will beat, eat, or drag your children to hell. But you can bribe him with alcohol? If my kids were that horrible that they needed to be dragged down to hell, I think I'd already be drinking the alcohol. And then I would just watch as Krampus drags them away.
That's probably why you're not a dad. One long-lasting tradition is Krampus Carton. And these are greeting cards from Krampus. People exchanged these to other families as long ago as the early 1800s. In the United States, this is most akin to sending Christmas cards every Christmas season to your friends and family. The card would say Grüße von Krampus, or Greetings from Krampus. Usually they would have rhymes or poems with an image of Krampus lurking over children. Much like the first Halloween costumes, these cards used to have an aura of scary or disturbing pictures with them, especially as Krampus lingers over the children, wanting to devour them. But in more recent years, the monster has become more cute than scary. The most well-known celebration revolving around Krampus is the Krampuslauf, or Krampus Run. This involves alcohol, people dressing up as Krampus. They then parade down the street, scaring and chasing spectators. Going back to what I mentioned in preserving cultural heritage, this has grown in popularity exponentially recently, especially in Germany and Austria. And because of this, his popularity has become worldwide now, though others say his popularity is a reaction to the commercialization of Christmas.
I could see that. Everyone being obsessed with buying, giving, and receiving gifts. Well, here's a monster that will attack you instead. Why buy gifts if this thing might show up and beat you half to death? This would make for an awesome horror movie idea, actually. Black Friday shoppers out spending money, and as the innocent victims walk back to their cars, Krampus jumps out and beats them, and then probably steals their gifts.
Well, lore lovers, what do you think? Did you know about Krampus before this video? Do you believe in him? Are you going to celebrate Krampusnacht? Let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to like and subscribe to this video, and hit that bell notification icon to be alerted for when the next video becomes available. Be sure to share this video so others can learn about the Christmas devil, the Krampus. And until next time, lore lovers, may the Krampus skip over your house.